2 batch, Real Nerf, Punisher, Season 2. Yeah, not gonna happen, Frank. Hey everybody, this is Retro Kid of Retro Kid Reviews, and looks like we got a new challenger. Be back in a minute. Ugh. Shit. Not good at all. Yeah, you better run, Frank! Hey everyone, I guess if I ever get up in a world of review gear, this is the closest to it, but what are you gonna do? And what is with all the anti-heroes with their crappy filming angles? Seriously. Well, having said that, this is my actual, honest-to-God, no spoilers review of DareDevil Season 2. I'm gonna keep this brief because of my battery, not memory card this time. You want to know the gear, you've seen it all before as the old chase driver. Again, camera can't really do justice to it. I'm not Terrence for guys, I'm sorry. But, it was a tough fight. Just saying, that asshole better not be here next time. Just saying. Having said that, be back. One more minute, I just gotta check the area to see if this asshole's anywhere around my house with a full review. Sorry about that, but that's what happens when you get a new challenger in this house. Later. And I'm back, and if you see a glare on my camera or my face, that's me watching the RVT livestream. Yeah, I'm still part of that group, fandom-wise. Anywho, back on topic with the review itself. House is fine, everything's clear, don't worry about me. That's kayfabe story bullshit. On to the actual honest-to-God review of this season of Daredevil. I am so happy that Charlie Cox did a really good performance as always as Daredevil. He's 8 times better than Affleck. Still have not seen Batman v Superman as of this recording. I'll probably see it later on the week. Hopingly, I don't know. Let's get to, I guess, one of the key parts of this. What did he do during the several months after busting Kingpin? Turns out he's been quite busy. It led into the summer at this point in the story. It had him running around doing his usual things. A great establishing shot of him in the first episode saying, yeah, he's still doing what he does. He's doing exactly what he needs to do. And it's not bad. Could be... It's not. I mean, it's a Netflix series. There's, like, it's really hard to pick what's really bad in this one. There's not really much because the problem, I think, if there was a problem with season 1, is that people were saying that it was more bracketed like a movie, like a 13-hour movie. I thought it felt more. It still felt more like a series. Sorry again for my overhead lighting. A little more blotchier than usual. I don't know. If I hunch over, no. Editing, I hope. Alright. So yeah, the tone for season 2 is obviously Punisher himself for the first half, and the remaining half is going to be about the Hand. The Hand is a secret ninja organization. Yeah, I say that time, so it's 5 times fast, and will be part of both Daredevil stories from here on out, and I assume, if all goes well, Iron Fist. So there's something to look forward to there. Having said that, I really just enjoyed the Punisher scenes. I'm pretty sure this is not the first video you saw of somebody praising Jon Bernthal's Punisher, but believe me when I say this, that guy nails it. He is exactly like a Thomas Jane era type of Punisher would be, or a mishmash of that and maybe comic-oriented storylines, which is actually not that bad, considering that the Punisher movies had a very low standard of being good. Just don't be like the 80s. Try not to be like Warzone or whatever the hell the sequel after Thomas Jane was. And that's really it. That's after now the 4th guy in. Bernthal just got it, and that's perfect. What his whole end of the season was basically finding the people who killed his family, standard or origins favor anybody who's played the character before. On top of that, it's leading into DA shenanigans that might have set him up, and somehow he also hates Daredevil. Again, it kens to, I think, a later story arc in the Frank book. Again, this is still... The Daredevil series is still kin to a lot of beats from the Frank Miller years still. I'm assuming after Punisher, they're going to try to do their own stuff for a while. I'm not entirely certain. I haven't read those eras of the book, let alone a Daredevil book at all. I'm just going with what everyone's saying. But seeing episode 4, if you saw my announcement video card to that, I mentioned that my hometown was used during the carousel shooting of the Irish mob. Side note, I guess within a side note, Punisher, along with his quest to like figure out who really killed his family, was having fun destroying the Irish, the Spanish, and any mob he saw. Just dogs of hell, I think, a biker gang. I think it was in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. I really am getting lost in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, 4 seasons and I'm finally lost. I don't know, maybe Civil War might pick it up. Who knows? Having said that, the carousel scene itself, where my hometown was used for those scenes, was perfect. The cinematography was just gorgeous. It was just an established shot of him getting kidnapped by the Irish mob later on in that episode, and Daredevil had to help him out before he got arrested. His prison arc! Brundle, just don't mess with him if he's Punisher in the prison. Just don't. No, you're gonna die horribly. Light spoilers, if you're wondering if Kingpin's ever gonna show up here in this season, yes. And it also explains a couple of things in the season finale. Just gonna leave that as it be. So yeah, back to the main man himself, Daredevil. Cox has a long story arc of him balancing being a lawyer and being the vigilante side of him, basically Daredevil. And it's like Foggy's the only one that knows that he's one and the same. And I think Night Nurse, played by Rosario Dawson, I think it's Claire character-wise in the story. Other than that, Claire's in, she got to do a little more than I thought she was going to do. And that's not bad. She helped find Matt a couple of times early in the season. And again, before all the build up into season 2, her hospital is like getting paid off by the hand. And just crazy shit from there. That might spill over to Luke Cage. I'm almost certain it might, because it sounds more and more like she's going to end up being a main character there for Luke Cage, which I'm not going to lie, might not be bad. I'm just saying for now. Until something is official. Oh, at the end, they did show a trailer that you probably already saw of Luke Cage, of him just showing off his powers, teasing his series. And I'm not going to lie, I've seen the teaser card if you haven't seen it. It's nice. It shows off that this is Luke Cage, this is what he does, here he is, and let's go. So, yeah, to say that Marvel's catching a lot of good popularity with this Netflix series is kind of an understatement. They are taking the popularity and just spitballing more shows that they could think of. Probably a good sign. Will it lead into anything with Defenders? Time will only tell, but that's only it. Final character with these story arcs is Elektra, which turns out, again, I actually, as of recording, has just finished watching the last 2 episodes of the season. Not gonna get into details, but I think Cape Joel, card for his channel, had explained that she didn't really have much focus with her story arcs, even though she's mainly how Matt gets a little dark sometimes with his relationships. And then she's also the reason behind a couple of things in his origin, a lot of his teenhood, probably his later years in college and stuff like that. Not much on the flashback, and I'm assuming after season 3 there won't be much flashbacks of Daredevil's normal life before being Daredevil. I'm almost certain, unless there's some detail about Stick Eye we the viewers don't know. that remains to be seen. Speaking of which, Stick was in the series, and man, he still looks as crazy and awesome as ever. I really need to know that character actor's name. I feel like a dumbass, but I'm sorry. He does a great job as Stick, once again, showing off that he can do the fight scenes perfectly in tune with Cox and Elektra. Again, apologies to the actress who plays her. I didn't have time on IMDb. I just finished the season. Foggy, yeah, he's doing a good job with his half of the season. He's strong, like when they lead up to Punisher going to court for all of the shit he did. Again, not spoiling how. I mean, it's obvious that DareDevil's gonna take him in, but it was also cops and stuff. The trial itself was amazing. The build up to get him away from trial, get him into like a lower security wing, all that stuff is great line of dialogue for that actor. Him and his, I guess his best moments is when he's trying to defend a very losable case because it's Frank Castle, and you're gonna try to explain to open New York City court that he's the good guy after killing 30-some guys. No, you're kind of, it's no. Another thing, this might actually be a potential spoiler. Again, after seeing the season finale, he might be in Jessica Jones season 2 because Hogarth from that series was there too to offer him a position into the firm. Wish I could tell you why. I'm trying to leave as much spoilers as I can. It would be nice to see him and like anybody from Daredevil's side of Hell's Kitchen to have like a great arc with Jessica Jones. Honestly, believe that's going to be a really good idea. Don't know for how long. Final thoughts on Foggy's end. Very dramatic storytelling for him. He is basically trying to convince Matt the whole time that you don't have to be Daredevil every single night. It's like telling an alcoholic to stop, kind of metaphor there. And it's not bad. It's really good for the both of them, him and Cox, to do these scenes and play them off real nice. Now to Karen. Where to begin? She and Foggy were pretty much in charge of everything Punisher related. His case, getting screwed over by the DA, the trial itself, finding him after getting out of prison. Again, I might as well just go on full spoilers here. D'Onofrio was in prison, as you may have noticed. Kingpin is there, and he explains in his usual Kingpin way why he wants him, just to get cell block controls. That was the whole arc of that episode. And Karen on the other hand just went full-blown like investigative journalism to extreme, almost the extent of York back in season 1. Like, I'm pretty sure she's gonna take York's job for season 3 and be like a spiritual successor of this guy's job, which in comics kind of makes sense. I don't know any of her prior jobs in the books. I know that she had like a LA life, trying to be an actress, crash and burn kind of stuff, and Kevin Smith was responsible for killing her off. And all he wanted to do was just give her a vacation. No joke. Card to my season 1 review explaining that probably a lot better than I'm trying to remember. Karen's end was actually really good. She did a really good performance on her end. Just trying to explain to the both of them, to both Murdoch and Nelson, like, you realize, yeah, he's an asshole, but he's the kind of asshole that's kind of needed right now for Hell's Kitchen. Basically explaining Frank's case and all that. And there was a sequence, I think, in the later episodes of Karen and Matt just having a full-blown like argument, like a natural couple kind of argument, because they do eventually hook up later on, and pretty much explain flat out their two stance, like any arguing couple would in like politics or whatever. So yeah, it was nice to see that. It's just another like dialogue that I assume it's like spilling into Marvel Civil War, which is the best case scenario, because everybody in the cops end's like, we hate vigilantes, we want justice, we want them to be where they want to be, and us doing our jobs without them having to like tell us that we suck on a daily basis. It's pretty much how most of the dialogue of metaphors were in Civil War. So Daredevil Season 2 is shaping up to build up that kind of expectation. So for the Hand, like I said, it's just more of their mysticism and what they've been doing and what they're still planning even after this season, which is holy shit amazing. They're probably going to have more lethal intentions, and their full scope of what they can actually do will probably more suited again for Iron Fist, if again that show does come to pass, because they did get a Game of Thrones actor as the title character, so who knows? Maybe not. I really hope they continue keeping us forward, because it's shaping up really just fine. With all that said, I know I'm spilling all over with half spoilers here and there, but believe me, Season 2 of Punisher is great. Bernthal's scenes as Punisher is very, I want to say career-defining for him, because it is, aside from my hometown being used for an episode, I'm trying to put that aside for the review, he did great. It was a great episode, but the rest of the series is definitely him being Punisher, trying to get his job done, and go on to the next anything after that. Like, in basic comic books, in his story, he was just take down one family, go to the next day, take down another family, go, and so on and so forth. And I think at the season finale, he's coming to that kind of conclusion. It's like, this isn't gonna stop, I gotta go all over the country, and the FBI or whoever's gonna screw it, whatever. That's not a spoiler, that's me theorizing. But if that's the kind of attitude that I think Bernthal wanted for the Punisher, congrats, you did it. If it's off a little, don't really care. You were in my hometown, you were shooting arguably a really good scene establishing basically what happened to his family and everything, so I got homeboy pride over what people want him to do. I think he did a great job as Punisher. If there's any complaints, I'll know them in the later months. I'm not doing this now. No. So yeah, that's the most non-spoiler I can get within, wow, 16 minutes so far on my camera. Yikes. That's gonna be fun editing. Having said that, should you watch Season 2 of Daredevil? Of course. Should you watch the series if you didn't start? Of course. Is it going to have MCU tie-ins? Very loosely, mostly like stuff the Avengers done in the past, nothing vague or going to like lead into those movies, just like lead into these Netflix properties. Nothing after that. They'll just reference anything big the Avengers are doing to each other, like as a news outlet thing, not like as we knew them kind of thing. If you're looking for those kinds of Easter eggs. Because of spoilers, I didn't want to look at every single Easter egg, and if I find a card for it, there it is. Yeah. I'm Retro Kid of Retro Kid Reviews in really shady attempt at reviewer armor in live action. My bad. This is what you get when a new challenger in the house comes and his name is Frank freaking Castle. That's gonna be fun. Cleaning up a really good Hearthstone for once. Alright. So yeah, can't wait for Luke Cage in September. Can't wait to review that season. And having said that, take care and have a happy Easter as of this recording. Later. Just, who the hell are you, Frank? Oh, and, wow, you guys are still here? Dude, just clean up the guns, alright?
Okay. Holy crap, there's a lot of guns. And subscribe to the channel, guys, and Rencho's gonna be here a long time discussing this himself.
No, I'm not.
Okay, oh shit.